Welcome back. In this video we're going to start scripting our boss logic. We're going to trigger the breath and tail animations using code, and then manage the animation states with a boolean and a couple of triggers, then prepare the boss for a state-based system a little bit later. So the coding in this basically is just a test to make sure that the triggers that we set up in the last video, so our breath and tail trigger, that it works, right? That it goes from idle to breath, idle to tail, and then also that it goes from tail back to idle or breath back to idle. So this is the first thing that we're going to be doing. Let's go back to our scene so we can see what's going on. We're going to create a couple of scripts. The first one is going to be called Dragon Boss. We're going to drag that onto our Dragon Boss. The next one we're going to create is going to be Dragon Boss Animations. And this one we're going to put on the sprite right here underneath. So what's going to happen is this one will control the animations, right? And then this will act as a mediator so that we can see when the end of the attack is, and it will set is attacking to false so that it goes back to the idle animation. Alright, so let's get to coding. We're going to go ahead and open up our Dragon Boss script and start with that. Alright, so let's start with some references, or headers rather. We're going to go with a public reference to the Animator. We're going to go with, whoa. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Public bool is attacking, so we can see if it triggers or not. And let's see. In our start function, we're going to say if anim is equal to null. And then we're going to have it throw a check in. And say anim not assigned. This is just a check to protect things, so that help us with debugging if there's any errors. We obviously already know the animator is assigned because we saw it. Did I show it? I don't remember. Let's go check. That is not it. There we go. Alright. The animator's still there, so we're good. Alright. Now, but anybody that's been doing game development for any amount of time knows that sometimes game engines like to be a little silly and lose things, or some things disconnect. Things just happen. It's some weird voodoo black magic stuff. I can't explain it. But what we are going to do is we're going to say in our update function, if not is attacking, then if, whoops, not fee, if, and we're going to add a couple of inputs, that way we can just test it out to make sure that it's going to work, that the animations are going to work. Like I said, in the next video we'll make everything autonomous. This will be a function that we haven't created yet, so it's going to be red. And then we're going to say if, and actually we can just copy this. And instead of B, we're going to use T. What happened there? I forgot that. That's what happened. in there. And we're gonna say trigger tail. Alright. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and create those functions. So public void, not trigger breath, trigger breath is attacking is going to be set to true. We're going to set the anim.set bool is attacking true, and then we're going to set the trigger anim.set trigger. This is going to be tail. There we go. Alright. And it might help if I learned how to spell breath. There's an H at the end. And next we're going to do trigger tail. So this, what we can do is actually just copy this function and paste it right underneath. Change the word from breath to tail. And then under this trigger, whoa, I said tail up there. It should be breath up here. Whoops, breath. There we go. Alright, so we don't have to do anything, but what we would have had to do is copy this, paste it, change the two places where it says breath to tail, and then it would be working. Now we need to do our end attack, so public void end attack. We're going to say is attacking is equal to false. We're going to say anim.set bool is attacking, comma, false. Alright. So what we got here is we have our check to make sure that there's an animator assigned. We have a check to make sure that some inputs are pressed. In this case, B for breath, T for tail, and then the methods that go along with those. And then we have this end attack, right? So the trigger breath sets the bool and the trigger bool to true for attacking and sets the trigger for breath. The trigger for tail sets the bool for attacking to true and the trigger to tail and turns that on. Then end attack turns off the is attacking boolean or sets it to false. This one will be done in a separate code, which we're going to get to right now. Alright, so the next thing, let's go to our project. Let's go to here, and we're going to find our script that is called Drag and Boss Animations. We're going to open that up. Now this is going to handle the animation events that we're going to set up. So what we need to do is we're going to say private Dragon Boss. And we're going to call that Dragon Boss like that. And we're going to have an awake function, awake. And we're going to say Dragon Boss is equal to get component in parent Dragon Boss. Alright, we're not going to need the start or awake or update functions for this. What we are going to need is a new method, and this method's going to be called public void end attack. And what we're going to be saying is we're going to have a check first. If Dragon Boss is not equal to null, then we're going to say Dragon Boss dot end attack. Else we're going to say debug.log warning. And we're going to say no dragon boss found on parent. There we go. Alright. So what's going to happen is it's going to be pulling, as soon as we press play, this dragon boss enemy, right? And it's going to be looking for the dragon boss script, which is right here. And if it finds it, then when it's time for the attack to end, we're going to end. It's going to call the end attack method. Now, the last thing we need to do to get this set up is go to our animation window, go to breath. We're going to go to the last frame of the animation, and we're going to press this button here to add an event. Now, once we have, because we have this on right here, or this on our boss character right here, then that already will be looking for, it'll be able to find the event. So once we click on the event, we go here, we can to function selected, drop down, Dragon Boss Animations, Methods, End Attack. So it's going to find the end attack in our boss animations, which ties to our Dragon Boss End Attack. Sorry, I said that wrong earlier when I was trying to explain it. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to tail, we're going to repeat the process. We're going to add an event, Dragon Boss Animations, Methods, End Attack. Alright, now I'm going to make sure that the speaker's muted this time, because I don't want your ears to be blown out from the music. So I'm going to turn the volume down on the speakers, make sure it's muted in OBS, and it is. So here we go. Alright, the idle's working just fine. Let's press T. T is not working. Why? We got an error. The variable of anim of Dragon Boss has not been assigned. Oh, yeah, that might help. Alright, let's go ahead and do that real quick. Now let's try it. Alright, idle animation's working. Tail whip works, and it goes back to animating the idle. Breath attack works multiple times for both. So we're good on that. All that's working just perfectly. So now what we're gonna do is probably cut the video here, because all my videos have been really long and we're already at 13 minutes. Seems like a nice place to stop. In the next video, what we're gonna be doing is getting everything autonomous, adding a timer so that there's a little bit of time between attacks and more randomness between which attack it does. We'll probably try adding in the teleporting logic as well, so you can teleport around the arena. And so, yeah. All right. Until then, keep learning, keep building. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, everyone. Quick update as I'm getting things ready for the third mini-series video for the boss fight in our Unity platformer. I wanted to share something I'm really excited about with y'all. I've just launched my official Udemy channel, where I'll be uploading full game development courses, starting with my first one in Godot. Build a fully playable 2D platformer from scratch using Godot 4.3. It's a complete series built from the ground up, perfect for beginners and especially for anyone who's been curious about Godot and just wants to give it a proper test drive. Now, don't worry. All my videos will remain free here on YouTube. That's not changing. It never will. Udemy just felt like a good next step, not a paywall, just an option for people who may have been asking how they can support what I'm doing. Unlike Patreon, where support is monthly, Udemy lets you buy once and own the course forever. No subscriptions, no ongoing pressure, just a one-time thing. And because I really want to keep this accessible, I'll always be sharing discount codes and coupons so you can just pick up it so you can pick up any course I release without breaking the bank. This first course is now up. It's called Build a Fully Playable 2D Platformer Game from Scratch, and it uses Godot 4.3. So if you've been working in Unity but you're curious about what Godot can do or just want to try something different, this is a great place to start. I truly appreciate every comment, like, and view you all give these videos. Your support is what made this step even possible. So thank you. And if you do pick up the course, I hope it helps you build something awesome. If not, I'll still be right here posting tutorials and building games with you every week. The Udemy link and discount code are in the description. Feel free to check it out and let me know what you guys think. As always, keep building, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.